Hey everyone and welcome back to some more Civilization 6. So, now that our first game as Greece is done, let's do another one. And this time we are going to play as Kongo. And one of the reasons I wanted to give Kongo a shot is because of their unique district, which allows them to go taller than other civilizations earlier in the game. Because their unique district is the Mbanza, which is a replacement for the neighborhood district. It can only be constructed in rainforest or woods, and it provides +5 housing, +2 food, and +4 gold, regardless of appeal, which is a pretty important part actually. And it's available much earlier. I will show you just how much earlier it's available once we go into the game. They also get a unique unit, which replaces the swordsman, with +10 combat strength when defending against ranged attacks, and he can also move and see through woods and rainforest. So with the new movement rules in Civilization 6, that's actually a pretty strong unit. Kongo is also a religious convert. They cannot build holy site districts, gain great prophets or found religions, which means they also cannot win a religious victory. But they gain all beliefs of any religion that has established itself in a majority of their cities. They also receive an apostle each time they finish Mbanza, which is the unique district, or a theater square district. And the apostle will have that city's majority religion. So they get apostles for free, which is quite nice. And finally, they get +2 food, +2 production, and +4 gold from each relic, artifact, and sculpture great work of art, in addition to the usual culture. And they receive double great writer, great artist, great musician, and great merchant points. And their palace has slots for 5 great works. So it's actually a pretty decent civilization for a culture victory. So we are going to play on standard game speed. I considered quick, but quick is a little bit too quick, I think. So we'll go with standard. Pangaea this time, not continents, and standard map size. The previous game was on large. We'll go with standard map this time. And let's get started.
From the first stirrings of life beneath water, to the great beasts of the Stone Age, to man taking his first upright steps, you have come far. Now begins your greatest quest, from this early cradle of civilization on towards the stars. Mother Earth has many gifts for you, King Mbemba and Singa. Your people know the dense woods and rainforests as their homes, and glide through them with ease. Great also are the gifts that come from travelers of distant lands. Keep an open mind, for the inspiration of the open world will let our people create art with power and majesty.
And let's get started. So, here's our starting location. Let's take a look around before we settle. There's not a whole lot in range, but I guess we'll settle on spot. We have quite a few hills right next to us, which is good because production. And we also have 2 sources of stone, which is also good because production. Let's settle on spot then, even though this is not the greatest start of all times. We do have a mountain to the northeast, so that is useful. Alright. Oh, nice. Some cattle to the southeast. That is quite nice. Alright, and we'll start from a scout. As for research, there's no need to go pottery first, because we settled next to a river, which means we will not be rushing the granary. We'll grab mining and animal husbandry. I don't think order really matters all that much. Let's grab mining first. I might try to get a settler faster than I did in the previous game, and see how that goes. That means I will likely have to give up some of the Eureka boosts. But that's okay, we'll do that. And see how it goes. Which means we will likely try to get a settler around turn 20-25 or so. Not later than that. But first we have to find a decent location for a second city. This is already pretty good. I don't like the tundra, but 2 tiles with wheat, horses, and we definitely want at least 1 source of horses. We'll send the scout southeast. And let's check Tana's settlements real quick. I think I prefer 2 food, 1 hammer, as opposed to 3 food. Because production is really important early on. We could also just buy the stone. No, we cannot do that just yet. We can do it on the next turn. So, we will need some defenses against barbarians, which means we will get at least one slinger and try to get the Eureka boss for killing a unit with a slinger. See how that goes. We found a luxury just outside of range.
When you find yourself in a
Alright.
hole, quit digging.
And we got mining. Next up, animal husbandry. And let's keep exploring. I don't want to go too far with the warrior because we will likely need him to defend ourselves against barbarians. And we found the second continent, nice. And we also found a goodie hut. Fingers crossed for something nice. I think one of the best things you can get from a goodie hut is a second scout unit, because you can get one, and it will spawn in your capital if that happens. And we are about to hit free population, so we'll buy the stone once we get free population. And we got a boss to mysticism. Not super useful, because that's a very easy boss to get, but oh well, whatever. Right, let's buy that tile with the stone. That's 50 gold. Yep, let's do that. And we probably want a builder next, once we finish the slinger. And after the builder, we'll go for a settler, instead of getting a monument, granary, and so on.
But authority that makes up.
So, do we want to rush a Pantheon? Possibly. There are some decent options for a Pantheon. Although, I will be very tempted to pick up 15% faster border growth again. Because that's one of the better Pantheons, in my opinion. Right, let's go for God King. And +5 unit combat strength when fighting barbarians. Alright, and take a look around. Yep, there's a barbarian camp very close to the north. We should definitely get rid of it. And we met Greece, which is the only civilization I've not had a chance to interact with in my previous game, because I was playing as Greece myself. So one of the goals for this game is going to be play around with diplomacy more. Try to stay friendly with some of our neighbors. Let's check Greece. So, what's his agenda? He likes civilizations that aren't competing for the same city-state allegiance. Alright, we could probably just work on other city-states. We'll send a delegation. And I guess that's that for now. Alright, carry on. He is pretty close to us. Now, let's try to kill some barbarians. It would be nice to get rid of that barbarian camp. We found another goodie hut. And now we'll go for a builder and then for a settler. And once we finish the settler, then we'll get a monument, granary, and so on. So here's animal husbandry. Now we can grab pottery, because that's required for irrigation, although we don't actually need irrigation right now. We could go for something else. But we need pottery for writing, so we have to get it one way or the other. Alright, grab the hut. We got a boss for masonry, nice. And that's a more useful one, I think. Yeah, build a quarry, although we will build a quarry with a builder anyway. Alright, fine, let's go back with our warrior. He might be needed against barbarians. And we'll go kill that barbarian spearman and get rid of the camp. And hopefully we'll get a boost for killing a unit. It might be a little bit tricky, because he will attack the slinger. And our scout can't do a whole lot of damage, unfortunately. But we'll give it a shot anyway, and no, I'm not going to move towards that horseman. I still want to try to sneak past. Yeah, he will attack us now. That is not good. That is not good at all. We could fortify. That's probably the best choice here. And let's do some damage, shall we? +3, ideal terrain. Yeah, it might not be that easy to kill these guys. Let's attack with the scout a bit. I don't mind losing the scout, but I don't want to lose the slinger. And if he moves out of the camp, we will be able to loot the camp. Yeah, he still attacked the slinger instead of the scout. We need to back up now, unfortunately, and heal up. So let's back up and heal up, and we'll go in once we regain health. Oh, he actually moved towards us now. So we can grab the camp and run away with the scout. I wonder if he will come back to the camp now. Let's find out. Because we will still get a boost for getting rid of the barbarian camp. That's a separate boost from killing a unit with a slinger. We can grab it, he will attack us afterwards. But let's grab it, that's a boost to military tradition. And, well, we need to regain some health on our scout. Oh, Scythia is one of our neighbors. Okay, that is not great. We probably won't be able to stay very friendly with Scythia, but as long as we don't declare surprise wars, it should be fine. We'll see. I plan to stay friendly with Greece. At least for now.
No man ever wetted clay.
Alright. So we need to regain some health and move out of the way. We can fortify on the other side of the river. But that's just a scout, he doesn't have a lot of health. Alright, the builder. We'll improve the stone and we'll get started on a settler. I like that building a settler or recruiting a settler doesn't stop your city growth in Civilization 6. That is quite nice. So as a result, I don't have to wait to get 4 population before starting a settler. Writing next, because we'll likely want a campus somewhere around here. That horseman, oh, that's a horse archer now. Well, let's try to move out of the way, or just kill him. We do have a strength bonus versus barbarian units. So we'll just attack him a bit. We should get a promotion very soon. We only need 2 more experience for a promotion. I'm pretty sure we'll get a promotion once we kill that guy. How much damage can we do? I think we can kill the spearman without losing the slinger. And we still need that boost for killing a unit with a slinger. So that's what I'm trying to get at the moment. Grab the stone. Let's check tile assignments. So you will go here. And, well, yeah, this is fine. Alright, looks good. What do you want? Right, well, we've not done anything for the city-states yet. So don't get too excited. But I'll try to avoid the city-states he is working on. Alright, so one more. Quarry. And we might want to run away with the scout. Right, we still need to kill that spearman, so let's just chase him a bit. And I need to kill him with my slinger to get the boost. Early Empire. Grow to 6 population. We don't need Early Empire ASAP. But craftsmanship has 2 really useful policies. And we will improve 3 tiles because we are already working on that. Looks like the horse archer ran away. That is fine. Declaration of friendship is good. We will accept that. Yes, Scythia already dislikes us. We will likely not be able to stay friendly with Scythia. Doesn't even say why. Send a delegation. Yeah, she will not even accept a delegation. And I've not done anything. Like, literally, I've not done anything. Alright, so now we should be able to kill this guy. The Scythian scout might kill him. I hope not. Because I would really like that boost. No, the scout did not attack. And now we can kill him with the slinger. That's one of the trickier boosts to get early on from my experience, because you need to get it pretty early. And there, we got a boost to archery. Now we can heal back to full. And the next improvement should probably be the pasture, I suppose. Because we will be working that. We could get a mine, but I think I'd rather get a pasture. We got writing. And what is going to be next? Probably archery, that's only 5 turns. And the archers are so much better than slingers. We can grab a promotion, so +5 ranged strength versus land units. Nice. Also, we should probably try to reveal strategic resources early on. Because they are pretty rare, and they are so important. Which means we'll try to get bronze working early on, and I will definitely try to get gunpowder much earlier than I did in the previous game. because that will definitely affect our decisions where to settle cities. And I want to go tall in this game, which means resources might be a problem. Now, do we want a mine or a pasture? I prefer a pasture, because that's still plus on production, and it gives us a boost, 2 boosts in this case. The second one was from 3 improvements. And we will work that tile as a result, like this. Yep, this looks pretty good. Alright, we definitely want one more builder to improve the sheep, for example, but that will have to wait a bit. We got pretty good yields, and we lost 1 population once we finish the settler anyway. Now, speaking of the settler, where do we want our second city? Based on what we know already. Probably secure the horses. It's not the best city location around here, but it's decent. Oh, another barbarian camp spawned in the same exact location. Wait, no, that was a goodie hut. Alright, well, they will probably attack Greece. But we can always take care of them after we settle the second city. So, as I was saying, it's not the best location around here, but we want to secure strategic resources, and we will do that. More horses to the south. Okay, that might change my decision. I'm not going to fight the scout. So, do we settle to the north or to the south? We got archery. I don't know enough about this area. And this is still going to be a pretty good city. This location over here is so nice for a campus. And if we manage to get that scientist that gets science based on how many mountains there are next to him, this will be amazing. Because it's really hard to get a tile with 4 adjacent mountains. So I think this location makes sense. Not that we have to settle a city here to take advantage of that great scientist, it doesn't have to be inside our territory. But this is a really nice location for a campus, because the campus gets bonuses from adjacent mountains. Yeah, I think we'll settle over here. We can still settle on the south side with our next settler. And next we'll get... what will we get? Probably monument to get culture, you know, because we are a little bit behind. And research. Masonry. Actually, I think we should grab bronze working, even though we don't have the boost yet. But I would really like to reveal iron before we recruit our next settler. There's not much point to get masonry right now. We don't need irrigation. We don't really need horseback riding yet. We don't have a boost for currency yet. We can try to kill barbarians. And I suppose we will, but 1, I have to escort my settler. And I only have a warrior in the south.
Imagination is craftsmanship.
We finished craftsmanship. So next up, we have to get started on early empire. We should be able to get 6 population though, before this is done, because we'll start a new city in a moment, so that will be 1 population, and we'll get +1 in Mbanza, Kongo in 11 turns. We can probably speed that up a little. Let's have a look. Well, no, but 11 turns is fine. So, where can we kill some barbarians? Probably with our warrior, but that's still not going to be that easy. We could try to kill this guy over here, because it does look like there's a barbarian camp. Would be nice to find some barbarian scout to kill, or something similar. We might just not get that boost, and that's fine. It's an important take. The city is going to be right here, probably. That seems to make the most sense. We could also start on the other side of the river, but... do we really want to? Because the thirds are out of range of our capital. Oh, they will be out of range of both these cities regardless. Is this really a better location? It kind of depends on what's on this tile. Probably nothing exciting. Alright, let's keep moving. Hopefully we'll find some goodie huts. There is a scout, but I likely won't be able to kill him with a scout. That seems unlikely. We found America. Alright. Shouldn't be too hard to stay friendly with them, because they lack civilizations that don't start wars on their continent, right? Likes peaceful civilizations that have a city on his home continent. What is his home continent? Let's have a look. It's actually the same one. Okay, so we share the same continent, which means he should like us as long as we don't start any wars. Alright. We'll see how that is going to work out. And yeah, we found Scythia. Scythia is the only neighbor we have we probably won't be able to stay friendly with. Now let's detach. And right, we won't be able to check this tile until the next turn. I think I'll settle here, to be a little bit closer to Mbanza Kongo. Both these locations are equally good, I would say. It's only really this one or this one, because I don't want to be out of range of the copper. I could save the forest if I settle on this side. You can plant forests, but there are reasons to not chop forests. Because the original forest that wasn't ever removed gives extra appeal. Or something like that. I don't remember what exactly it was. Which tech was it? I think it was one of these. Yeah, woods in your territory that have never been removed gain +1 appeal, so that is quite nice. Which means if we settle on this side, we will get higher appeal eventually. But we will also have more useless tiles to the north, with snow and tundra. Yeah, no, let's just settle on spot. And let's have a look. We also got a Pantheon. We'll work the wheat. And start building a monument. We need to catch up in culture a little bit, but I would also like to get a builder ASAP. As for the Pantheon, what do we want to get? What is actually still available? We could get stone circles, which is going to be instant +4 faith. But there aren't a lot of quarries around here. Honestly, I think I'll go for religious settlements. With the painfully slow border growth, I think that's one of the better pantheons. Goddess of the Hunt, +1 from camps. There are a few potential camps in the area, but we don't have any right now. +1 culture from pastures. Again, we don't have that many pastures to make that worth it. Divine Spark is interesting. +1 great person point from Holy Site, Campus and Theater Square. We don't care about the Holy Side part because we cannot get profits, but +1 to a scientist and a writer is not terrible. Especially since as Kongo we receive double great writer points and also great artists and great musicians. So that one isn't bad. Extra amenities are also not terrible, but you need a Holy Site district adjacent to river. And that can be a little bit tricky sometimes, because locations adjacent to river will be very non-optimal for holy sites more often than not. Still, it's a decent pantheon. I don't think religious settlements is the best option here, but Divine Spark isn't bad. Holy Site districts get +1 faith from adjacent tundra tiles. Remember that we cannot get our own religion, so we rely on someone spreading an actual useful religion to us, which is a little bit random. There's no guarantee we'll get an actual useful religion from our neighbor. The only reason I'm having some dubs is because I don't necessarily want to pick the same Pantheon 2 games in a row. But that is one of the best options here. I honestly think so. Alright, let's pick up Divine Spark, but only because I don't want to pick same Pantheon twice in a row. And we'll give Divine Spark a shot. It's a pretty good one. Alright, done. So, production. Builder or a settler to get one more city, or we should maybe grab a campus. Huh. +2. That is decent. Let's get a campus. Because on higher difficulty levels, you really do not want to neglect science. This is only Prince, and we don't have to worry about it as much, but I don't want to get into bad habits of neglecting science, because that definitely won't be viable on higher difficulties. I can already guess as much, because that's obvious. Science is king, that's always been the case. Culture is pretty damn important now too, but yeah, you don't want to fall behind in either, really. Now we got the chance to kill a scout. It's still not too late. I should have upgraded the slinger, but maybe we'll be able to do it if we can block him. Let's find out. We would get a nice boost from that. Yeah, no, we can't get him, because he will run away. Alright, doesn't matter, we'll just finish bronze working without a boost. It's an important enough take to get it without a boost. Because we don't want to not have iron. Well, unless he actually gives us a chance to kill him. Let's have a look. We'll need one more shot in order to actually kill him, so this will not be enough. Oh, we actually did kill him, alright. That's nice. Which means we need to kill one more. I don't think that's going to happen, but we could try to kill the horseman. He's already wounded. We found another city-state. Are there any useful, well, first city-state. Trigger inspiration for early empire. We will actually trigger that in 2 turns. So that is nice. Are they influenced? They are influenced by Scythia, so Greece shouldn't be upset about that. That's good. Yeah, I don't think we'll kill the horseman. That seems unlikely. Maybe. I would likely lose warrior as a result. Yeah, no, I'd rather not do that. We'll just finish bronze working the regular way. It's fine. And let's keep exploring. So give me that inspiration. Oh, he likes civilizations that have a lot of gold. Which is not us in this case. So there's early empire. And it will also give us an envoy in here. So that's nice. That's +2 culture in our capital. Which in our case is quite useful. Still looking at that barbarian. No, I would rather not lose my warrior. Let's not do that. The next civic is going to be... Let's have a look. What is going to be most useful for us? Well, state workforce and then political philosophy. That is a no-brainer, especially since we will get a boost for state workforce. We are building a campus at the moment. And let's check Mbanza Kongo. We should focus on production. Let's just remove the locked tiles. And let the city focus on production itself. Yeah, we are at -1 amenities and 5 out of 6 housing. So it makes sense to focus on production for now. And let's back up. That is actually quite a few barbarians. We might need some help from an archer. That is not a problem. Now, let's start thinking about one more city. Not sure where it's going to be. Upgrade to an archer. And we got 2 population. Might be a good idea to buy the wheat. It definitely is. Looking good. And anyway, I'm going to make a cut here and continue in the next episode. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.